It is recording. Okay. Teacher's gonna get a kick out. Okay, so this is my learner, Sarah. She's gonna be learning to do a design on her nails, which I've previously done on mine because I was bored. And she will be doing it with these colors, and I brought all the supplies, and I have examples and things for her to learn with. So yeah, this is Sarah, and we're gonna do this now. I think there we go. Now we can see the supplies. Okay, so whoa. I have all the steps here. This is what a finished nail will typically look like.
Ready?
And then the thumbnail has a little bit of a different design, if I can find it. It looks like that. So tell me how you think, like, do you paint your nails often, like fancy designs and things?
Not
or?
very. I'm lucky if I can even do a clear coat because I mess up constantly, so.
Okay, well, then we are going to get started. So looking at this nail and like the supplies that I have brought with us, tell me what steps you think you would take initially to get this design.
Well, on an actual nail, I would do a clear coat first. That way the black doesn't leach through. But just start out with a coating of black, maybe 2, depending on the pigmentation. Do a few drops of white here with the toothpick, and here again, and then a couple of drops of red to finish off, and maybe cover it with the clear coat again just to even it out.
Okay, alright. Well, we should have brought a paper to lay on the table. Okay, it'll be fine.
I might have like a napkin or something. I've got a receipt.
Look at that. Okay, so here is a fake nail for you to do the example on if you want, or you can do it on your own nail if you just feel more comfortable.
I'm not that committed.
Okay.
Okay.
So go ahead and start with the process as you explained it to me, and
Oh
we'll
dear,
see.
do I have to do this or?
No,
Okay,
no.
cool.
No. I didn't even do that. I've never put a clear coat on first. Are you supposed
Really?
to do that?
Yeah. That way it doesn't like leach into your nail.
Oh, good to know.
Should I move the bottles so that?
I don't know. She said she's not even gonna watch the whole video. So.
Okay.
But if you are watching, what's up, Dr. D?
You get the fancy stuff. I get like the $2 Bonneville stuff.
I usually get the $2 stuff, but the Walmart here didn't have very cheap stuff that wasn't
I
like.
know.
They had like Sally Hansen, but the Sally Hansen stuff is sticky. Like it never completely dries.
Ever. And then you get fingerprints in your nails, and it's not a good thing.
So this stuff was actually only like $4 or $5, so I wasn't mad about it.
Nah. Why am I so awful?
It took me forever to do it on the fake nails because my I was like trying to hold them but also paint them.
Yes.
It's difficult.
Can I use one of your toothpicks as like a stabilizer?
Yes, I bought a 500 pack because that's the smallest they came in.
There you go. That's better. Now we're cooking with gas. Although I already made it kind of gloopy.
That's the worst. Like if you get like an initial on there and it's just Also, I have 1,001 extra fake nails. So if you just need to restart.
I might have to, depending on how well this second coat goes, because I have never painted a fake nail before.
Yeah, no, it was interesting. It's an interesting task. I can't wear fake nails though, because like when I'm taking my contacts in and out and stuff.
Ooh, yeah.
I feel like I should be teaching by example right now, but I don't know how.
Basically, just stare me in the face and say, "Don't be like Sarah Ferguson," and that's teaching by example.
Why would I tell you not to be like Sarah Ferguson?
Because nobody should be like Sarah Ferguson. Oh god.
Why is the brush so? It's the brush, not even the paint.
Maybe it's because like I'm taking too much of the paint off the brush when I dip it. Because like.
This one right here. Let me see the brush real quick.
Okay.
I'm gonna shake up the paint a little bit.
Okay.
Maybe that will help. We'll see.
Hopefully.
Should have shaken this up before I brought them down.
I shook it up while I was getting ready to,
Well,
but I
maybe.
guess I didn't do it well enough.
Maybe that helps a little bit. Okay. There we go.
Thank you.
You're welcome.
Okay, we can do this. We can do this.
You've got this.
Oh, that's much better.
You're perfect.
Oh, wait, I hit a goop.
I'm just gonna take off the extra paint with a toothpick so I don't get it on things.
Okay, I think I'll wait for it to dry a little bit and then I'll try to put on a second coat.
Okay.
So, like, should you pause that or?
Probably.
Okay, cool.
We have tested the nail and it is dry now. So now you're.
So now second coat.
Okay. And what does the second coat do for the nail?
It gets rid of all of the gross looking streaks and some of the little bumps that I made from imperfections in the first coat.
Okay. Very good.
Thank you.
Man, I hope we're speaking loud enough. Are we speaking loud enough?
Am I speaking loud enough? I know I mumble.
I think we've both been mumbling. I'm just gonna hope.
Yeah. If nothing else, maybe the results help. Then again, maybe not. I think that's about as good as that's gonna get.
Looks good.
Thank you.
So now we're gonna wait for the second coat to dry.
Yep.
There we go. We have once again tested the nail and it is once again dry for the second layer. So, Sarah, tell us what you think the next step should be.
I think that I should dip a toothpick into this white nail polish and then dip it onto the nail and drag it just a little bit to get that kind of, like, effect. I don't know how to describe that in English words.
Here's the design in case you
can't understand my very vague method of speaking, which I don't blame you for.
You can just set the thing here if you want to.
Sure.
Yeah, I leave these out all the time.
Okay.
I do.
Good for you. I couldn't tell if they said I'm so bored or I'm so horny. Either way,
We're in
good for you.
the lobby of one of the dorms. I'm just gonna talk to the camera like I'm on the office. Because I don't know if she'll be watching this far in anyway. If she is. Once again, what's up, Dr. D?
I put all of Dwight's office supplies in Jell-O.
Okay, so is that turning out to be the design that you see on the nail? Or is it...
It's a little bit thicker. Probably should have let it drip a few more times before I did it, but... Oh, and it's running together now. Brilliant.
Okay, so... I feel like I probably should have corrected you before. But, we actually use the toothpicks to make the lines. Other than that, you actually use the brush to make the dots on. So here are two of the steps. Oops, that's just a black nail. Why did I paint all of these? Oh man, I should have shown you the designs and then told you to tell me how you would have fixed it.
That's okay. That's okay. I can probably cover it with enough red that it'll look okay-ish. It'll be like a little starburst pattern. Here we go.
Okay, so now let's try using the brush and adding a second flower if you
Okay,
can. Or like a side flower if you want.
Side flower, yeah. There we go.
Side flowers are my favorite. One time I used really brightly colored stuff and it looked like those Hawaiian flower shirts.
Ooh.
Yeah, I don't remember what colors I used and that's disappointing to me. Also, this is a darker red than I usually use, but like I said, I couldn't find any of the good stuff. Alright, so we can practice the star separate, or it's not a star, it's a flower. We can practice the flower separately too if we need to.
I think we might need to,
Okay.
but I mean, this looks significantly better than my original one, so.
But that looks kind of like a bunny, or
a little bit,
or
yeah.
someone wearing a cowboy hat, and just like
yeah.
that's their body, and it's wearing really big chaps.
Yeah, he just needs a little cigarette right there.
We don't condone smoking. Smoking is bad.
Smoking is bad for you. Unless, of course, you want to die, in which case it'll, like, further your agenda. So, I mean, if you're suicidal, go ahead and smoke.
But only if you want to suffer. Okay,
Yeah.
back to the flower design. That is a little bit better, but I do agree that we should practice. So you can practice in white or any color you want to, and also choose your size nail, because I don't know how big you want.
Okay. I should probably do the bigger ones, because I don't think I've got the, like, finesse to do the smaller ones. And I think I should do red, that way it'll show up on the nail.
Okay. There you go.
Okay, thank you.
You're very welcome. It looks much better.
Thank you.
So the camera can't see, but
No.
the drags are not going so well. So Sarah, how do you think you could enhance the lines on the flowers?
By employing someone to do this at a nail salon. Maybe I should have used a little bit less paint once again, even though I used like a minimal amount.
So the amount of paint you use doesn't actually matter that much unless you use too much and then it runs together like that one does.
Like cowboy nail, yes.
It's officially going to be known as the cowboy nail.
Yeah.
But I typically let it dry a little bit till it's tacky, and then
okay.
So we're gonna. It can't get too dry, and normally when I do a full hand, if you just do like all of the dots on all 5 fingers, by the time you get back to this one, as long as you didn't put too much paint on, it's dry enough to drag. So it'll only take a few seconds.
Okay.
To do it, and then you can blow on it a little bit, and then you just feel it a little bit, and if it's that should be good. We can try the drag again. Oh, look at that.
Much better.
And then sometimes, if the line still doesn't turn out the way you want, you just keep on dragging.
Ooh, look.
Oh.
You can do like little veiny things.
Look at that! She is enhancing her knowledge by going out on a limb and trying her own designs.
Yeah, I totally didn't just screw up and go with it.
But you're learning from your mistakes and making the best of it, and I think that that's definitely a positive sign of growth.
Thank you. I learned how to make tiny little pitchforks, so all my nails can be satanic.
You have to wipe off the toothpick. Like I said, I have 500. So, unless you just felt like it.
I'm Scottish. We're frugal people.
Okay, lovely.
Okay.
Now, would you like to try that on or do you want to? Where would you like to go from here?
I don't know. I need direction.
Would you like to try to complete that flower with a center, or do you want to try a new nail and then try the design on that nail?
I think I should try a center now so that I don't screw up on the next nail.
Okay, I'm gonna feel that and make sure that's dry, and that feels plenty dry to me. There's no residue on my finger, except for that streak, but that's from earlier when I was testing the paint. I should have used a different finger.
You just.
Mm-hmm. You can actually use more white paint than that. The centers are typically pretty big if you'll look at that one. I may have used too much white paint. No, that's actually a pretty good size. Just like let it drip onto there if you want. The white paint is not feeling very drippity today.
No, it is not.
Look how nice that is.
Yay.
I'm trying to pick this up so that it won't get ruined. And this is her. Here, I'll show you the original too, the cowboy nail. This is cowboy nail.
Yeah.
With the small design she practiced with without the toothpick, or with the toothpick as the brush, and then this is her new and improved nail. You can't see the white center, but it looks very nice. Okay, so would you like to try the full design now?
I think so, yes.
Alright. Is this nail big enough for you?
Yes, I think so.
Okay.
Running out of room on the receipt, yeah. I need a bigger receipt.
That looks so cool though, with just like the French tips and then one little red flower.
It does look kind of cool. I like it. If only I had a little rhinestone to put in it.
I have done it before where at Christmas time I did like whatever those big red flowers are called.
Poinsettias?
Yeah, I've done poinsettias on my fingers before. Where like I used green for these outside ones on the thumbnail so they look like petals.
Cute.
Not petals, leaves.
Leaves, petals.
All the same.
Yeah. Same shape sometimes. There we go.
Look at those brush strokes.
Look at that. Not a streak in sight. Never mind, I noticed the lack of the streak and I invented one.
You saw lack and you created a product for it. That's not what I was trying to say with that.
That's okay.
You noticed, oh well.
I'm just chaotic good. We'll go with that. Notices lack of streaks, creates one. Chaotic good. Oh, that did well. Might not even have to do a second one.
That looks very nice. What would our next step be?
To let that dry.
Perfect. So we're going to pause the video again. We have once again tested the nail, and it is very dry, and this time it's very smooth, which is very exciting for our young learner. She's very happy with the way this layer of black turned out.
We didn't spend 10 minutes talking about fanfiction. That's not what happened.
What did you just say? I'm gonna pause this again. Okay, we're back again. And tell us what you're doing now, Sarah.
Now I'm going to be making those white dots that I screwed up on so epically before.
They weren't that bad. They were a very good test run and an example of her knowledge and how it has changed.
Thank you.
You're welcome. Look at those lovely flowers. Or dots.
They're gonna be flowers.
And
in
then,
just a minute.
like I said,
oh yeah, wait for it to tack up.
So if you want to put some more extra flowers on there, you can. If you put like 3 dots on the side, you can make a side flower, or even just 2 dots in the corner. Sometimes I do this where I put 4 on there, but have some of them half off, so it looks like they're continuing the pattern. I'm
continuous.
Talking to the camera right now. Also, this makes both of our lips look really red, even though you're the only one wearing lipsticks.
I know, right? I love it. That one's got some different petals.
That's okay.
That flower has aphids.
What are aphids? Remind me, because I don't know.
They're annoying little things that eat plants.
Oh, those little buggy things.
Yeah.
Okay.
That other bugs ingest and use for sustenance. I don't know why I know that. I'm a communication major. I don't need it.
I feel that so strongly.
Mm-hmm. Like, why do I know this?
I know so much about history that I don't probably need. But then again, you always need history for literature because literature is all history.
Mm-hmm.
Alright, do you want to try smearing those now? Not smearing, streaking.
I'm gonna streak it. They call him the streak. Boogity boogity.
What is that?
Shit. Ray. I don't remember his last name, but he was a very funny guy.
Ray Romano?
No, I didn't say funny Italian guy.
Wait,
He was a funny
Italian?
country guy.
I didn't know that.
I think he's Italian.
That would make sense.
It would make a lot of sense. I think he's Italian. He's probably Italian. If not, I've been wrong about everything my entire life.
Or at least everything you knew about Ray Romano.
Yeah. But that is all that I know, so I mean...
Oh, wow.
Yeah,
So you're gonna major in Ray Romano?
I was thinking about it, but it's not very applicable because Everybody Loves Raymond is only on for reruns now, so...
Fair enough. Fair enough. So how do you feel about your flowers this time around?
I think they're significantly better than my previous attempts at flowers.
I would agree. So what would you say our next step would be?
Well, I'm going to wait just a minute for that to dry a little bit more, and then I'm going to put red dots in.
Very nice. Very nice.
Yeah.
I'm not going to pause it this time because it should only take a few seconds for the flowers to dry.
Yeah. I don't have to do this, I just like it. Okay, I'm impatient.
Fabulous. The flowers usually don't get messed up. I always get impatient between putting on the dots and putting on the clear layer, and then I get streaks of red all over my white flowers.
Oh no.
Well, it doesn't matter. Oh
Yay.
my god, that is such a good dot. Look at that.
Thank you. I'm so excited about that dot.
I always do mine way too big. That's so good.
That dot is my proudest accomplishment. Okay.
Very nice. Alright, so what do you think we should do next?
I think we should wait for that to dry and then put a clear coat over it to make it smooth.
I'm going to pause the video again because the dot, as I said, will streak and make the flowers red. You can't see it, but it's there, I promise. Okay.
Don't look, Ethel.
We have tested the red dots and we will now continue to the next step. What do you think the next step should be?
The next step should be to put a clear coat, if I can get the bottle open, yeah, which I did, over it so that the nail is smooth and it doesn't chip as easily.
Very nice. That sounds like an excellent plan.
Thank you.
While we were off the air, we attempted to build a house of toothpicks with fake nail glue onto a box, but apparently the glue makes it so that it'll only stick on the skin. So then we discussed the possibility of building a toothpick house on my arm so that birds and mice could come live with me, but we decided against it. How are you doing over there, Sarah?
I think I might be done.
Lovely. Do you think we should let this layer dry?
Well, it's kind of stuck to the paper, so we don't really have to. In theory, one should let a nail dry before holding it up, but in this case, I think it's okay.
So a fun tip when painting your nails: if you do the white, I usually do the black too, which always is a mistake because now I have black under my fingernails when I don't have it on the top. But if you take the clear layer and you do it on the top and then on the bottom and along the side, it locks in the paint and it is less likely to chip, though these are a bad example because I picked them off. So there would be a good hint tip thing.
Okay, I appreciate this, thank you.
You're very welcome. So let's hold up the nail so you can see. Oh my goodness, look at that. Sarah did such a good job as our learner. Let's give her a round of applause.
I would like to thank the Academy.
Okay, signing off now. This is your teacher Georgia and your learner Sarah, neither of whom has a house on their arm.
As of yet.
As of yet. We'll see how that goes and keep you updated. See you later, Dr. D.